welcome. My name is Steph. As I said, I will be your presenter for today's session on apps for smarter travel. I will just take a moment to turn my camera off so you can maximize the screen. Give me one tick. There we go. So this session, as I said, is all about travel apps that make your life a little bit easier and your travel a little bit fun. So most people I know enjoy traveling. It is fun and enjoyable to explore new areas, either in Australia or around the world. Technology and smartphones have made our lives so much easier, and it can make your travels smooth sailing as well. So today we're going to look at a variety of apps that cover transport, accommodation, road tripping, entertainment, and communications. All of these apps were just chosen because they are the most popular in their category, and they're not necessarily apps that we personally endorse or affiliated with, but they are the most common and popular apps. You will be able to find so many more by searching the App Store that might meet your needs as well. So we know that being online is great, and I just want to share the Be Connected website with you. We have lots of information about a wide range of topics. And the good news is that everything we provide, like today's training and resources, are all free to access. There are hundreds of hours of self-paced online training, and it covers a wide range of interesting topics, such as scams and how to identify a scam. Or maybe you're interested in online shopping, or you could look further at fitness apps or devices to monitor your health. And you'll also find online courses that you can work through that will complement what we're doing in today's session. So, for example, you can see an online course here that is Google Maps, rideshare, and public transport. So you can do that in your own time. So how can travel apps help you? They can be a great way to research where you go on your next trip and discover what you can do in a particular area. You could use them to locate important information that may be specific to an area, such as local emergency apps. And apps are also great ways to find and book accommodation. And overall, travel apps improve our travel experiences by making life easier and freeing up time for you to enjoy where you are. So in today's session, we're going to cover 5 key areas. To get started, we'll look at some general travel and transport apps. Before we look into how to find and book accommodation anywhere in the world with accommodation apps. Next, we will have a look at apps for road tripping. And a lot of these are specific for road tripping around Australia. Importantly, we will uncover some entertainment. So we'll look at entertainment and communication apps for travel. And these can be great to keep you busy on a long plane ride and to help you stay connected with family and friends while you're away. And to finish up, we will address emergency apps and find some important safety tips for you. So these are just the starting point. There are thousands of great apps out there, and we can't cover them all in a 1 hour, but hopefully this will just get you started. So we are going to do a poll. I want to know, have you used an internet app to help with your travel plan? So give me a moment. I will bring our poll up. You should be able to vote in that now. So bring your cursor over and click, have you used an internet app to help with your travel? So either A, quite often, B, now and then, and C, never. So good to see everyone getting in quickly and voting. If you're in a library, maybe have a discussion amongst you and then vote on the most collective answer. But I will give you another 20-25 seconds to vote. So if you haven't already, grab your cursor or your mouse and come over and click on whichever answer is right for you. So either quite often, now and then, or never. I am a big fan of using apps to help with my travel plans. I use them for all sorts of things, which is great. So let's share these results and see how we go. So it seems that most of you do it now and then, and some of you do it quite often or never. So hopefully this will give you some tips for those who have never done it and you might want to give it a go. Or if you've done it a few times, hopefully you'll discover some new tips and new apps to support your travel. So we're going to get started by looking at general travel and transport apps. So just to shake things up at the start, we're actually going to look at a website rather than an app. But it's a pretty important one. And this is the Smart Traveller website. It's an Australian government website from the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, which offers a variety of travel-related topics. They publish official travel advice to help you avoid problems whilst overseas. And this advice helps Australians just like us make informed travel decisions. So before travelling or booking a trip overseas, go to the Smart Travel website and check for any travel alerts for the places you are planning on visiting. Now we will get back onto talking about apps. So the TripAdvisor app is one that you may have heard about, and it helps you discover tons of different things to do. Places you can stay, spots to eat, whether you're mapping out your trip from your hotel room or looking for a quick activity between tours. TripAdvisor can guide you every step of the way and support you to do that. There are reviews for accommodation and travel locations and different things to do and places to eat. Deciding what to pack can be really tricky. And it's easy to forget things. Before, I used to have a travel list and I would forget things like chargers or medications that you may not be able to buy overseas, like cold and flu tablets. But when you use Packpoint, it is an intelligent packing app that has a packing list built in for travellers. And Packpoint will tell you what you need to pack based on the length of your travel, the weather at your destination, and any activities you've planned through your trip. So it will make sure you don't forget anything. When it comes to air travel, sometimes it might be easier to book your flights through a travel centre to support you to make your booking and to get the best price. I'm sure you've all heard of Flight Centre. It's a very popular one in Australia, and they will book your flights, accommodation, activities, and insurance for you. Most often it is free, and the app, when you download their app, you can keep track of all your travel details in the one convenient place. If you're looking to book your own flights, WebJet is a great app to use. It's another flight app and it offers travel-related products and services. You can compare and book flights, hotels, car rental, travel insurance through the WebJet website and through the app. And finally, this one is for all the plane enthusiasts. It is the Flight Radar 24, and it's the world's most popular flight tracking service. You can track planes in real time with the app, and this can be helpful to check if your flight is running on time. If you are interested in plane spotting, you can also point your phone at a plane and find out where it is going and what kind of aircraft it is, which can be a fun way to keep yourself busy when you're waiting at an airport. So over the next few slides, we're going to look at some public transport and ride-sharing apps. So most states and cities will have their own public transport app. And these apps have a range of features to help you plan your journey. It includes scheduling your upcoming journey and getting real-time updates, and also knowing which public transport to get from A to B. Generally speaking, with these apps, you can enter where you would like to go, and the app will generate the quickest route to get you there. Plus, you can customize your journey, add a walk between transport, or choose if you want to take the bus, tram, or train. When you're waiting at a bus stop or a train station, these apps can also advise you when the next service is due and any other nearby departures. Now let's look at Uber, which I'm sure many of you have heard about. And this is an American transport company which operates all around the world. So it's a great international option for ride sharing. So on the Uber app, you can book a ride to a destination, just like using a taxi. You could also get your bags couriered from one location to the next, so you can sightsee on your way without lugging your bags. There is also a food delivery service. So you could get freshly made food delivered to your hotel room, or even some groceries from the supermarket to take on your next day's activities. And lastly, we have the 13 Cabs app. So this is an Australian owned and operated taxi company that provides taxi services to everyone across the country. A good tip is to remember when using Uber and taxi apps to make sure you're getting into the correct car or taxi. Always check the number plate and the driver's credentials before you get into the vehicle. And to finish off this section, we're going to have a look at GPS and location services, also known as online maps. I think one of the best features of smartphones is the ability to have real-time maps at your fingers, which can give you accurate data on travel time, accidents, and importantly, tells you where you are. There's no longer guessing on a paper map where you might be standing. There are three main ones that are used by people, and this is Google Maps, and that can be used on Android or Apple phones. Google Maps is my personal favourite because it is so comprehensive, and you can choose different route options such as car, bike, walking, public transport. You can search restaurants in the nearby area, or even see opening hours for a museum or a venue. It will give you public transport information as well. And when in big international train stations, Google Maps will even tell you which exit is best to use and give you directions to get out of the station, heading where you need to go. For everyone who has an iPhone, you can also access Apple Maps, which is their personal map service. And the final platform we have is Waze. And this is a community-based traffic and navigation app for you. So in this next section, we're going to look at some common apps used to book accommodation